welcome back to Graveyard Keeper. The last episode we did was just kind of introduction stuff, kind of things to start off with. This save file here, it's a different save file because we need to talk about slightly different things. This time what we're going to talk about is body parts and the skulls that they give and take away. There is a body in here currently right now, which is great. I don't know if I've done anything to it because it's been a while since I touched this. So no, though it might be better to do this with a fresher body, but either way I could show some basic things off first. So what we're going to start off is with what each body part can give and take away. Right now we only have the essential body parts. So if you go into your technologies and into the anatomy and alchemy section, you're going to have a couple things, hopefully. You'll probably only have about one or two, depending if you're leaving off right after the getting started phase. So what we're going to talk about is the soft spares, the hard spares, and the important parts. There are other things that you can do later on, but right now it's not what we're paying attention to. So we're going to pay attention to what blood, fat, the skull, bones, skin, the flesh, brain, heart, and intestines can give and take away from a body that you have. So this body's been sitting here for a while. It only has 22% health left, so it's not really going to be a good thing. I typically just leave a body lying down here, take all the parts that I would like, and then go burn it so I can still get the burial certificate, extra money, rather than throw it into the river. But for today, it should still work for the basic things that I want to show anyway. So first we'll start off with the blood. You extract the blood. I have full energy, so we're good to go on this. You extract the blood, you get 1 green coin. It took away 1 red skull. It would probably be better to show this with a better body. Why don't we take this guy, burn him, and wait for another one to come back. Okay, so we're going to be able to burn this body because I have billets already left in there. I'm also going to set another one up because we're going to end up burning the next body that we get no matter what. So actually we have to build this first, which this is directly below the morgue if you've never kind of noticed it. If you're just starting out and you're trying to get the layout for everything, this is directly below the morgue. You have to build you have to unlock this first. You have to unlock the crematorium, and that should be in theology. Yes, it's under the cremation area here. So you get it after you can access the simple gravestones. You're able to have a place for burning the corpses. You can make the funeral urns and the stone columbaries. I can't. Columbariums. Sure, whatever. Yep. So what we're going to do is put this sad sap on here, and we're going to set them on fire. And so when we set them on fire, we still get actually a lot of things out of it. Kinda, if you think about it, you get a bit more than what you would get if you put him just in the graveyard. So you get a burial certificate, you get ashes, and you get salt. So I got 5 ashes, burial certificate, and salt. I'm keeping these stored in here because they do have a purpose later on. I'm going to leave the burial certificate in here because I don't care about it right now. So what we're going to do is kind of wait around until another body comes, and then we'll have at it, take it away, and show what each different thing can and can't take out. Awesome, so we just had the bell go off, but I do have a little bit of energy I need, so we can actually see if I have any food lying around that I can just eat. instead, and we have a fair amount of different things. I think I will take the mushrooms and my jelly with me. And we'll go over here and take care of this body. Let's just eat the jelly because that's enough. Mr. Donkey, you want to talk to me? Why? Oh, you need some oil for your fucking wheels. Okay, bud, give me a second then. Okay, sir, when that asshole of a donkey dude asks you for oil for his wheels, you can come talk to Dig. He's a crazy bing bong man. I still haven't brought him his honey. And you can just buy some seed oil from him. Cost you nothing. Which is wonderful. And I have a teleport stone, so I can just teleport right back to the house. We're gonna go back to the home sweet home. We can give it to him, but we might as well go to sleep first. However, because it's Sunday, I'm just gonna go do my church thing and then we'll go to sleep. Okay, I've finished pretty much everything that I had to do for today. So we're gonna sleep and get everything, get all the energy we need for taking that body apart, which isn't a lot of sleep, so we're good. Now let's go talk to this donkey and give him his oil so he can leave us the fuck alone and keep bringing us bodies. Asshole, here's your fucking oil. That's nice for you. Okay, so we got a body now. After a few minutes of doing nothing. So we actually have an okay body, which is kind of in between everything right now. So this could be a win-win or a very big loss. I'm going to say it will most likely be a loss, but that's fine. So like again, I said that we have the 3 different categories that we're going to deal with here. There is one other category, but it's further away, and that deals with the dark intestine, dark heart, and dark brain. But we're not going to touch on that because I haven't touched on that. So we're going to deal with the soft spares, hard spares, and important parts. What we're going to take away first is the blood. Like we did in the other one, this will take away 1 red heart, and it added 1 white heart. We're going to take the fat away, and the fat will do exactly the same. It will take away 1 red heart and add 1 white heart. Now comes the tricky thing. You have 1 red heart left. What are you going to do? Well, it doesn't matter for us. And technically, you can throw these things in with the 1 red heart. You're still going to get a very good body out of it. You'll get 5 red skulls. You'll get 5 white skulls, which is good enough for what you're doing in the basic game anyways. You do have several things here that can give you a chance to take away the red skulls, but they can also take away your white skulls. And that's when we look into our important parts. But we're just going to rip this body apart pretty much and see what else we can take. If we take out the flesh, it's going to take one of these white skulls away, because that's part of the body you need to bury. So we lost a white skull when we took the flesh away. Now we're left with the hard spares and the important parts. So our hard spares again are the bone, skin, and the skull. If we take the bone out, let's see what it'll give us. We took the bone out, it did nothing. So the bone is a free-for-all. If you need the bone, that's good. It'll give you a lot of things in the future. Just make sure to keep it and store it somewhere that it's not in your way until later in the game when you actually need it. We also have the skin and the skull. I haven't completed the thing on the skin yet, so well, that's fun. We'll take the skin away now. Taking the skin away, took away one of our white hearts and turned it into a red. Or one of our white skulls and turned it into a red. We have the skull. Take him away. He'll most likely do the exact same thing as the skin. And that's what it did. It actually added an extra red heart onto it. So, not the best. Now we go to our intestines, see what we get from taking these out. The intestines took away a red and a white. Let's try the heart. The heart took away both of our white skulls. The brain. And the brain took away those 2 remaining skulls. So there is nothing left with this body. There are no more body parts to take. Now, it doesn't make any sense, right? That it took away like that. So I can explain this slightly better. With the important body parts, they are kind of a triple threat in their own way. So the intestine, heart, and brain have the option of taking 3 different things and 3 different variables. So if you take the intestines out, they can remove 2 white skulls, they can remove 2 red skulls, they can also remove a white skull and a red skull. So the same thing applies to the heart and to the So the same thing applies to the heart and to the brain. If you take them out, they have those chances. So you can get an extremely good body if you're lucky, and you get both the brain, the heart, and the intestine to take all of the red skulls. That means you'll have a really good body, but there's a chance it won't end up like that. So if you just have something really basic and you still are okay with 1 red skull going in, take out the blood, take out the fat, and you can take out the bone. It'll have nothing to do with anything, and you can have a bone. Who doesn't want a bone, right? But you gotta be careful with everything else. The flesh will take away the 1 red skull. Sorry, the flesh will give 1 red skull, the skin will give a red skull, the skull will give a red skull. So it's kind of just what you need, and you can see what you can get out of that and if it's worth it for what you want to do with the body. In this case, for me, it was worth it because I'm not putting it into my graveyard right now. What we're gonna do is set him on fire and get all the goods we can from him. And there we go. So he's being set on fire. He's gonna give me 3 good things in return. And he also gave me all of his body parts. So I can't say anything wrong about that, aside from how creepy it is that you get to take all these body parts. I also didn't waste all my energy. I took every single thing away and set him on fire. And I'm still not out of energy. So depending on how you want to play and get things done, that may be a better thing to do, but I don't have room, so let's put you and you away, pick you up, and put you in here, because now I have 2. I have 3 silver just sitting in there, ready to go. So anyways, that's a basic laydown on the body parts, what they will take away, what you can get, and those 3 iffy ones who have a chance to do whatever the hell they want to do. So thank you guys for stopping by and being here for another episode of Gravekeeper. I hope it was slightly insightful. I know when I started this, I was kind of like, is just doing this. I understood that the blood and the fat did what it did, but when I started getting to the important parts, and they would take random things I didn't understand. So I hope that cleared it up for you. And that's how it cleared it up for me anyways. So thank you guys for stopping by. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Wow, wow, wow.